The mountains rise up like jagged teeth, ancient, imposing. The Appalachians are a place out of time. They have stood for millennia, untouched by the modern world. A sense of deep history hangs heavy in the air. It whispers through the trees. These peaks have seen empires rise and fall. They have witnessed the slow, steady march of evolution. Still they stand, silent guardians of a time long past. These are not gentle hills, they are not rolling plains, they are mountains. Brutal and unforgiving, the terrain is treacherous, the paths are winding and steep. It's easy to get lost, easy to disappear. The rocks themselves tell stories. They speak of a time before man, a time of monstrous creatures and primeval forests. These mountains remember, and they hold their secrets close. The air is different here. It's heavy with the scent of pine and damp earth. It's the smell of something old, something powerful. It gets in your lungs and makes you feel small, insignificant. There's a presence here, a watchful energy that permeates everything. You can feel it in the stillness of the woods, you can hear it in the rustling leaves. It's always there, waiting. The forests of Appalachia are not for the faint of heart. They are dense, dark, and disorienting. Twisted branches reach out like grasping claws. Sunlight struggles to penetrate the thick canopy. It creates a perpetual twilight. Shadows dance in the undergrowth. Every sound is magnified. Every rustle of leaves could be a predator or something worse. The trees themselves are close together. Their leaves form a thick green wall. It's easy to lose your way, easy to wander off the path and find yourself utterly alone, lost in a labyrinth of trees and shadows. The forest floor is soft and yielding, covered in a carpet of decaying leaves and fallen branches. It muffles your footsteps. You could be walking towards danger, towards something monstrous, and you wouldn't even know it. Mist hangs heavy in the air. It clings to the trees, it obscures the path. It wraps around you like a shroud. It's cold and damp. It seeps into your clothes, it chills you to the bone. The mist is alive. It moves and shifts, creating fleeting shapes in the shadows. Are those just branches, you wonder, or something else? Something watching, something hungry. The mountains are a breeding ground for storms. They rise up suddenly, violent and unpredictable. The sky darkens, clouds gather, black and heavy with rain. The wind howls through the trees. It tears at your clothes. It whispers dark secrets. Lightning splits the sky, illuminating the mountains in a blinding flash. Thunder echoes through the valleys. It's a deafening roar. Then the rain comes. It falls in sheets, cold and relentless. It soaks you to the skin in seconds. Streams become raging torrents. Paths disappear beneath the rising water. The world becomes a blur of grey and green. But the storms are more than just weather. They're a force of nature, powerful and untamed. They remind you that you are at the mercy of something far greater than yourself. Sometimes in the heart of the storm, you might see it. A flicker of light in the distance, a strange shape moving through the trees. Is it just your imagination, or is it something else, something drawn out by the storm? The mountains are never more alive than during a storm. The energy is palpable, it crackles in the air. It makes the hairs on your arms stand on end. It's exhilarating and terrifying. The Appalachians are a place of deep folklore, stories whispered around campfires, tales passed down through generations. They are more than just stories, they are warnings, reminders of the darkness that lurks at the edge of the light. For centuries, people have vanished in these mountains, lost hikers, curious souls who strayed too far from the path. Their disappearances are blamed on everything, from wild animals to freak accidents. But some whisper of something more sinister, something that lurks in the shadows, something that preys on the unsuspecting. There are stories of strange lights in the sky, unexplained phenomena that defy explanation. Some say they're UFOs, others believe they're something else entirely, something ancient and powerful, something from another world. Then there are the creatures, the cryptids that are said to roam the mountains. Bigfoot, the Mothman, the Wampus Cat, legends born of fear and superstition. But what if there's more to these stories than meets the eye? What if the legends are true?